Movies have always been a major source of entertainment, but some of the movies are even much more than that. Welcome to this YouTube channel. On this video, I am providing a list of 10 greatest movies, probably the best ones. For more videos, subscribe this channel and press the bell icon to be notified. The list of movies provided here is based on critical acclaim, public response, watchability, and box office collection. These movies are not only immensely entertaining but also are truly inspirational, source of profound knowledge, mirror to history, reflects the society, and some of them even predict the future, depending upon their type. Here is the list of these 10 masterpiece movies in order. Beginning with number 10, The Social Network. This intellectual movie is an example of cinematic perfection. It is about how Mark Zuckerberg founded the greatest social networking site, Facebook, from his dorm room at Harvard University, and his intelligent but arrogant character is perfectly played by Jesse Eisenberg.
Of which will win based on your current rating, right? Yeah.
Director David Fincher's execution of the movie is so good that, as the sequence of scenes unfold, you will be thrilled by breathtaking speed, amazing background music, perfectly shot and edited scenes, flawless acting, and dialogue delivery filled with intellect.
Harvard undergraduates believe that inventing a job is better than finding a job.
Particularly, screenplay of this movie, adapted from the book The Accidental Billionaires, is so perfect, witty, and concise that every dialogue is like a quotable quote here.
The internet's not written in pencil mark, it's written in ink.
Movie also reveals the personal and legal complications faced by Zuckerberg, especially with his girlfriend, his own best friend and co-founder of Facebook, Eduardo Saverin, and Winklevoss twins, who claim that Zuckerberg stole their idea.
Did I use any of your code?
You stole our whole goddamn idea.
Fellas. Match.com for
Can I
Harvard.
continue with my deposition?
You know, you really don't need a forensics team to get to the bottom of this. If you guys were the inventors of Facebook, you'd have invented Facebook.
At number 9, Parasite. This Korean dark comedy thriller did not only win 4 Academy Awards but also became first ever non-English language movie to win Oscar in Best Picture category. It alone says how much it was loved by critics and how watch-worthy this movie is. Director Bong Joon-ho, also the director of Snowpiercer, exposed the sharp distinction between rich and poor in a sarcastic, humorous, and thrilling way. Roller coaster of breathtaking twists and turns unfold when a son from working class Kim family enters into the luxurious house of prosperous Park family as a tuition teacher, but with a duplicate certificate.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김치모 그는 이사촌.
Every scene is so deep, subtle, and metaphorical that you will be searching for the meaning of that up to long after you watch it. That is the beauty of this movie. What a unique way to expose a ubiquitous social issue. Now in number 8, Titanic. Winner of 11 Academy Awards and one of the highest grossing movie of all time. That says a lot about this much celebrated movie. It was directed by legendary and genius director James Cameron, also the director of movies like Avatar and Terminator. In this movie, a girl named Rose from an aristocratic family falls in love with kind but poor artist named Jack, boarded on the same ship, Titanic.
Hello, Jack.
But the ruthless fiancé of Rose becomes a trouble for their true romantic relationship. Now, even bigger problem and misfortune arises when so-called unsinkable Titanic hits the iceberg and starts sinking in the middle of freezing Atlantic Ocean. Cameron showed to the whole world how a giant Titanic sank by implanting a beautiful but tragic love story on top of it, which touches the heart of every person who watches it. And this makes Titanic an epic to which many generations to come will keep on admiring. Number 7. Gladiator. Gladiator is a modern classic which gets better and better in time. Director Ridley Scott directed other great movies like Alien and Blade Runner, but it is the very special one. In this movie, the role of a loyal and victorious Roman army general, Maximus, is played by Russell Crowe, for which he won Oscar for Best Actor.
I want you to become the protector of Rome after I die.
Maximus is betrayed by Commodus, the ambitious but incompetent son of Emperor Marcus. Commodus kills his own emperor father, seizes the throne, kills the wife and son of Maximus, and Maximus is reduced as a slave. Your heart breaks when you see bereaved and miserable Maximus. But feel satisfied when he becomes gladiator and rises through the ranks of the arena to avenge the murders of his family and his beloved emperor.
Praetorian!
At number 6, The Matrix. Do you ever believe in the kind of notion that we are living inside a computer simulation and nothing is real here?
I have these memories from my life.
This groundbreaking and deeply philosophical science fiction Hollywood blockbuster depicts a dystopian future world where all humans have been captured by super intelligent AI machines
Saw the fields with my own eyes.
and are unknowingly trapped inside the virtual world called Matrix. Matrix is the vast computer program created by those machines to engage all humans inside the dream world so that their bodies could be used as a source of energy for the machines themselves out there in the real world.
The machines had found all the energy they would ever need.
But the only man who can understand the Matrix completely and save the humanity is the programmer Thomas Anderson, or Neo.
He is the one.
He needs to escape from the Matrix and return to the real world and join the rebellion against the Matrix and the machines already started by some freed humans.
We're in.
Here we go! Get you! Run, Forrest, run! Run, Forrest! We're back here, you!
Now at number 5, Forrest Gump. If you have ever thought yourself inferior than others and giving up all hopes in your life, then Forrest Gump is a must-watch movie for you.
Everybody else, you are no different.
Your boy's different, Ms. Gump.
Even billionaire Jack Ma was inspired from this movie by the director Robert Zemeckis, also the director of Back to the Future. A slow-witted and seemingly stupid boy named Forrest Gump with below average IQ of 75 is often bullied because of his physical disability and marginal intelligence. Class acting by legendary actor Tom Hanks as an innocent and kind Forrest Gump satisfactorily convinces you that mere being intelligent does not make one opportune and is not only the cause of success. As Forrest Gump becomes far more successful and famous than others, from being a college graduate to a millionaire by shrimping business.
What's your sole purpose in this army?
To do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant?
God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius!
To our galaxy. Here we go.
Turn for the number 4, Interstellar. A cinematic spectacle that introduces you to the universe and makes you feel as if you are on an intergalactic space odyssey. After making groundbreaking movies like The Prestige, The Dark Knight and Inception, genius director Christopher Nolan came with this conceptually and visually audacious project which left the mark in Hollywood. Joseph Cooper, a NASA engineer and pilot, after heartbreaking separation with his daughter, leads a group of astronauts who travel through wormhole near Saturn to a distant galaxy in search of habitable worlds around the Gargantua black hole, so that humanity could be saved.
What happened to Nelson?
Endurance is hitting stratosphere.
Hey, Red.
At number 3, The Shawshank Redemption. This prison drama by the director Frank Darabont was in fact a box office flop, but now it is considered as the greatest movie of all time according to the highest IMDb rating of 9.3. This universal movie is an epitome of friendship, perseverance, and hope. Andy Dufresne, a renowned banker, is falsely convicted for the murder of his wife and her lover and is sentenced for 2 back-to-back life sentences. Enduring the hell-like environment and inhuman behavior inside the Shawshank prison, and with the help of exemplary friendship with the fellow prisoner Red, he finally wins his freedom and redemption by breaking the prison after 19 years. Number 2, Schindler's List, a must-real movie ever made in Hollywood. This epic historical drama about Holocaust by Nazis on Jews was directed by veteran director Steven Spielberg, a pride of Hollywood. Nominated for 12 and winner of 7 Academy Awards, this masterpiece tells the story of Oskar Schindler, an ethnic German who arrives in Nazi-occupied Poland to make his fortune in the beginning of Second World War. Schindler starts a factory by hiring Jewish people as workers with the initial intention of exploitation due to their low cost. But turns out he will end up saving the life of more than 1,000 Jewish people from Nazi Holocaust.
It's Hebrew from the Talmud. It says whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
Through this movie, you will closely encounter the brutality and horror of Second World War. And at the same time, you will see the 2 extreme facets of human nature, one evil, another kind. Finally, at the number 1, The Godfather. What else can be the benchmark for cinema other than The Godfather?
That is not justice. Your daughter is still alive.
From screenplay to the background music, there is hardly anything that you can complain about this true masterpiece. Based on the novel of same name by Mario Puzo, this classic crime drama portrays the world of Corleones, a prosperous, influential, and venerated mafia family. When the mafia boss Don Vito Corleone is hit hard by drug dealers, this family is jeopardized. Then his younger son, Michael Corleone, who is reluctant to be involved in family business, ultimately follows the footsteps of his father and handles the family business impressively.
It's not personal, Sonny. It's strictly business.
There is no word to praise for the direction by Francis Ford Coppola and for the performance of both Marlon Brando and Al Pacino. Though it is a gangster movie, there are so many subtle life lessons that can be learned from the evolution of Michael Corleone, from family outsider to a ruthless mafia boss.